What's going on, guys? Three Wheels on a Block back again in the garage. Pole Hunter Camaro. Getting ready to put some epoxy primer on this trunk lid. Got it prepped up, cleaned up. Throw a little wax and grease remover on there. Been doing a little work back here on the spoiler on the rear. Got the two sides molded in. I'm gonna go ahead and put some epoxy primer over these because got some areas that bare metal. That's the main reason. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of hitting both sides of this. We'll hit the trunk. And the reason I'm doing the trunk is I need to put the center spoiler section on and get it molded in. And since I got the primer mixed up, take care of hitting a couple areas on this door, those tail fins, and the sail panel here, and that section right there. So one thing I never noticed before is that these spoiler holes are kind of in an arch. Never noticed that before. Very interesting. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to get some 1/4-20 fasteners, mount this thing on here. I'm going to transition the trunk to the car and get ready to get it lined up so I can go ahead and start molding in this portion of the spoiler. So mount these outside ones first, that way the spoiler doesn't fall off. And I can mount these inner nuts. There's a little bit of cancer down here. We're going to conceal that, so we don't have to worry about it. And it's raining a lot. That's what all that background noise is. So we were supposed to just have a few showers today. Nope. Torrential downpour. Alright, now that everybody's started by hand on there, I didn't do a whole lot of tightening up, mainly because I just want the spoiler to be on there. I may have to make some small adjustments once I get on the trunk on the car. Alright, I'm going to move this over to the car, get it mounted on. Then we'll take some looks, see how things are fitting. So I'm gonna do a little rough scuff on this spoiler before I start the fiberglass process, just to help it bond a little bit better across through here. We'll also do the back side. Spoiler is fiberglass anyway, so shouldn't be an issue. We're gonna use this Fantastic glass, which is a lightweight fiberglass filler. Use that across there, and once that hardens up, we'll go back and smooth everything out with some regular body filler. So comparing this to the Bondo version, the 3M version of this, this is a lot easier to mix. It's not nearly as tough on the paddle, on the spatula. Color's obviously different. It starts as a gold color, and you can see it kind of turns to a sea green color as you get everything mixed in. I probably put a little too much activator in there, but from my experience with this stuff, if you do not get enough activator in there, you get a bunch of dry strands that just do not ever harden. So I'd rather have too much than not enough, because when you have strands that don't harden, you have to go back and dig them out, which is a pain and not anything I wish on anybody.
So I got distracted before I did this step right here and made a really big mistake, which you'll later see in this video. I did not properly prep the top center section of the spoiler, and you will find out what happens when you don't properly prep something before you put body filler or anything over top of improperly prepped surfaces.
I'll just go ahead and say it. With the Bondo version of this, you're not spreading it with a spatula like this. Maybe if you heat it up first, but right out of the can, yeah, this stuff works a lot better. It's a lot easier to use by far. We'll see how it does as far as bonding and strength, but as far as just out of the can usage, I mean, you can spread it just about like body filler. It's pretty impressive. Makes the application process a lot more pleasant, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna let that harden up. Then once it's done this drying and hardening out, we'll hit it with some 60 grit, kind of scuff it down, then smooth it out with some body filler. Got a couple of other small areas I need to throw a little bit of filler in. It's a little imperfection here, which I may just a little skim coat. A little skim coat there, down there, right there. Those are probably going to get done after this car gets in some 2K primer, because a lot of these pinholes and stuff are going to get filled in anyway. So I think we'll lay some 2K on here, see how that kind of blends things in. But because I have to do a little bit more filler on this, I'll probably hit these small areas and get it all at one time. She's shaping up really nice, really nice. If you're wondering what happened here, got a little overzealous with the epoxy primer the second time I came through to coat these, as well as basically the bare metal areas is what I was really after. It wrinkled up here, so that's why it looks pretty ugly. You may see, it's really hard to see. There's some real fine wrinkling up here, so I'll end up scuffing this up and doing a little skim coat and some low spots and hit it with 2K. So no more epoxy primer, we're done with that. But yeah, she's looking good. I can go ahead and lift this up since the fiberglass is well on its way to being fully cured. Trunk's getting heavy, that's for sure. But yeah, she's shaping up, looking good, looking real good. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. My name's Erwin, this Thrills on the Block. We're giving back what time is taken away. You've been watching another segment on the Pole Hunter Camaro. We'll see you soon.